Psalm 91 continues with verses 5 and 6. Faith in the Almighty removes all doubt. Verses 5 and 6 of 91 reads, You will not be afraid of the terror by night, or of the arrow that flies by day, or of the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noon. Against the wiles of God's enemy and ours, specifically the diabolic prince of darkness, to him we are but frail critters that fall far short of protection and are in desperate need of God's truth and shield. We are under assault from Satan's minions, those cunning foes that lie in ambush and aim their deadly shafts to wound our heart as well as our conscience, the conscience of true believers. But we need not fear them, and have no cause to do so. There is no weapon that Satan contrives that can destroy the righteous, for the Lord has promised his children through Isaiah the prophet in Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. In times of great danger, those who have made the Lord their refuge stand protected. Our faithless and unfounded fears are able to turn a quiet night of repose into one of dread, and although angels are abroad and fill our bedrooms, we may still at times imagine endless demonically inspired dreams and dire visitations from hell. Blessed is our communion with God, which renders us impervious to midnight fears and horrors born out of darkness. He empties Satan's quiver. Faith in the Almighty removes all doubt and gloom as we lay in the comfort of his divine feathered wings. Whether the arrow that flies by day is shot from the bow of Satan, with God's faith-building permission, those arrows as pestilence, disease, famine, storms, and from the hand of man in battle. The idea is that we who trust in God can be unruffled and composed. The calamity that comes by day sneaks along, hiding in the shadows as if it were night seeking its victims. Charles Spurgeon writes in The Treasury of David, Amid all, the man who has sought the mercy seat and is sheltered beneath the wings which overshadow it shall abide in perfect peace. Days of horror and nights of terror are for other men. The psalmist's days and nights are all alike spent with God, and therefore pass away in sacred quiet. His peace is not a thing of times and seasons. It does not rise or set with the sun, nor does it depend upon the unhealthiness of the atmosphere or the security of the country. Upon the child of the Lord's own heart, pestilence has no destroying power, and calamity has no wasting influence. Pestilence walks in darkness, but he dwells in light. Destruction wastes at noonday, but upon him another sun has risen, whose beams bring restoration. Remember that the voice which saith, Thou shalt not fear, is that from God himself.